guys. This is part 4 of Universal Magic: The Chosen One. And for this part, I have decided to have visuals of not just me reading, but digital art coloring. And if you guys find that more interesting, watching the coloring and just listening to the audio of me reading the story, then let me know and I will continue to do that for the other parts of the story. And yeah, that's really all I wanted to say, so enjoy. Peace. Chapter 4: The Nature Defender. A few weeks after my recovery, Violet constantly yelled at me and hit me, angry at me for the Sun Fairy situation. After she beat me into a bloody pulp a couple times, she finally started to forgive me and be less violent. Well, as less violent as she could be. On Friday, January 18th, Dr. Nightshade went to visit the leader of Shadowgale, a man with short jet black hair, dark brown eyes, and often wore sharp black armor around his chest. He also wore a black shirt underneath, black pants, and black boots. He was powerful, intimidating, and very, very scary. Trust me, I had to meet him myself, and it was not pleasant. Dr. Nightshade entered his throne room. He had members of Shadowgale build him an entire castle as if he was a king. I never liked him. Dr. Nightshade bowed down on her knees. "Lord Jonathan," she said as she bowed. "To what do I owe this pleasure, Kendra Nightshade?" he asked in a deep-toned voice. "I've come to speak with you about, Rosalina, my lord," she said in a slightly trembling voice, always nervous in Lord Jonathan's presence. "The peasant D-class healer? What about her?" I don't think she's just a peasant healer, my lord. Rosalina survived a combo attack from 5 Sun Fairies. It was a direct hit, and it only took her 3 days to fully recover. She's a mysterious girl. I honestly think she has more to her than just a simple— "Enough!" Lord Jonathan shouted. My lord, Rosalina is a simple peasant healer, and there is nothing more to it. She must have used a spell to survive the attack." Even so, against 5 Sun Fairies, That's enough, I will hear of this. Good day, Kendra." But the guards then grabbed Kendra and led her out of the castle. Once they shut the large doors behind Kendra, she muttered, "He knows something." Lord Jonathan looks at his assistant, Tim. "Send Rosalina to me immediately. I must chat with her. Send her to the Black Garden," he demanded. Not long after that, I was sent to the Black Garden. I was very confused why I was sent there, but I kept my mouth shut and just obeyed. When Lord Jonathan arrived, the guards forced me on my knees by pushing me down by my shoulders. "Rosalina, I'm so glad you came," he said with a smirk. I looked at him in silence until one of the guards nudged me hard. I sighed. "It's my honor, Lord Jonathan." Jonathan then stepped closer to me slowly. I wanted to back up, but the guards were holding me down on my knees. "Today, I had Dr. Kendra Nightshade come visit me." I looked at him with confusion. "She told me you survived a direct attack from 5 Sun Fairies. Impressive," he said. At that point, I was silent. His dark tone of voice sent shivers down my spine, so I just didn't speak unless I was spoken to. Bitches were expected to do that anyway, so it was a good thing. "She claims you were more than just a peasant healer. Now tell me, how exactly did you survive that attack? You should be dead right now, yet you are still breathing. How?" Lord Jonathan asked me as he got intimidatingly closer. I looked at him, fear clear in my eyes. I don't know," I said. Lord Jonathan smirked. "I don't know, huh?" He then unexpectedly slapped me so hard I fell backwards and the guards backed up so I would hit the ground hard. "I don't like that answer," he said, glaring at me. "Now, I ask again, how did you survive?" I looked up at him in fear, fighting back my tears. I... He slapped me again, leaving a large red mark on my cheek. I started to back up as he was walking closer, expecting an answer. What was I supposed to say? I truly didn't know how the hell I survived. As Lord Jonathan grabbed his whip and was about to swing, something unexpected happened. Just as he was about to swing, the weeds surrounding us suddenly grabbed him and pulled him back. I closed my eyes in fear, but when I opened them, I had a vine shield in front of me. Lord Jonathan's eyes widened in anger. He yelled at his guards, "Guards, grab her! Bring her to the dungeon this instant!" The guards behind me quickly grabbed me forcefully and dragged me into the dungeon. I was shocked, confused, and scared. I didn't know what to do. All I could do was cry. Like for part 5.